23, Luke Van Beek. Batting sixth, pitcher number 11, Tyler Johnson. Playing right field and batting seventh, number 7, Jason Barwick. Batting eighth, center fielder number 5, Phil Kane. And rounding out the bottom of the order, first baseman number 14, Parker Neeson. And now the starting lineup for your Central Lyon Lions. Leading off, third baseman, number 8, Gable Seaperda. Pitching, number 25, Jaden Baker. Playing shortstop, number 10, Riley Van Wy. Playing left field and batting fourth, number 16, Brendan Huseman. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 12, Colton Buss. Playing center field, number 3, Mitch Van Beek. First baseman, number 21, Brant Bookout. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 14, Ryan Metzger. And catching is Brady Wright, number 7. Zed Hymanson playing right field, number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you would please stand and honor America with our national anthem. The Orbs are coached by Brad Zutenhorst, and the Lions are coached by Ben Docker, Mark Lutmer, and Mitch Pashong. What's up?
You owe me 25 cents. Do you want to play it again?
I don't know, buddy. I'm going to be pretty busy up here. Oh, I don't know. Announcing.
Oh, you're announcing both.
Taking stats. Are you taking stats?
Stats, please.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's hot up here, though.
Need to get a little window unit.
You guys need seeds.
I know.
Cheddar Dill?
They're pretty good.
These aren't the kinds you throw at the players. You actually eat these.
Yeah, that's right. Only throw originals.
Need some sugar or what?
No.
Not announcing, probably.
Not for announcing.
These aren't bad.
Is the cube ready to go? Or YouTube? Yeah, I know. 1-1 the count from Jaden Baker. And there's a ball. 2-1. Welcome to tonight's broadcast as we get things going here. Busy night, senior night here tonight from Rock Rapids. There's a pitch grounded back to Baker. He will toss over to Brant Bookout, senior to senior, for out number 1. It's the catcher, Brandon Winkle. We'll get into statistics here in a little bit, but the Orbs do not have their stats updated on Quick Stats, so I have no statistics for you tonight. There's not much I can do for you on that. I think it was early June when they updated it last. Here's a pop-up in foul ground. Brant Bookout is over, and he hangs on for the out. Actually fell out of his glove, but he hung on to it with his arm. 2 down quickly here in the first, and this is exactly what Baker wanted here. Ball 1 to Baker, or from Baker to Baumgars. There's a strike. A 1-1 is downstairs. 2-1. And now 3-1. Baker had 9 pitches so far from my pitch count here, which is unofficial, but we'll go with it. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring up Van Metren. So still out, 2 outs for Van Metren. And there's a strike from Baker. We actually have a cameraman tonight, and he's running the laptop over here. Jeff Cruz up in the booth with me. Jeff, good to have you along here. And there's a pitch deep to left center field. And that one nearly goes out of the park. It lands on the warning track. There's Mitch Van Beek. And it's an RBI double that scores the first run of the game. And it's 1-0. So two strikes now to Van Beek, the third baseman. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout. So a 2-out walk comes to bite the Lions, but it's only one run. Could be a lot worse, as the Lions will look to at least make it a one-run game, if 1-1 game. If not, make it a 2-1 Lions lead. We'll see what they can do. Coming up in the bottom of the first inning.
What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash. No talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Gable Cipro leads things off for the Lions. He takes strike one. From the pitcher, Johnson tonight. There's a pop-up, and it's strike two. Quickly 0-2 to the Lions leadoff batter. Lions have been shuffling lineups all season long, mainly thanks to the injury to Mitch Van Beek on a great play. And there's a base hit for Gable. And the Lions have a leadoff base runner. Baker takes first pitch strike. Last week, mainly Riley was being the leadoff batter for the Lions. Now Gable, or earlier this week, I should say. Now Gable tonight, back in the leadoff spot. Mitch Van Beek in the lineup for the Lions tonight, as there's a perfect sacrifice bunt by Jaden Baker doing his job, and that'll bring up Van Wy. Strike one to Riley. And now a ball 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. And there's a ball inside. 2-2. Lions have won 2 in a row after falling on Tuesday night to West Sioux. They had lost 3 in a row before Wednesday's win at Sibley Cheaton, and they beat them 13-8, and then beat George Little Rock on Friday night, 13-2. And now full count. Full count with Seaperta still at second base and 1 out. And there's a weak ground ball to first. He bobbles it momentarily. And the Lions get the call at first in their favor. I don't know. I would say that was an error because he was going to be out. But that'll bring up Brendan Huseman. One and two the count on Brendan Huseman. Runners, oh my, the Orbs have got the infield in already. I guess I don't blame them. Their ERA for their team as a pitching staff is not very good, so they want to try and hold on to that lead if they can. There's a strikeout of Brendan. Haven't seen that too often in the last week. He had a really good week last week. Swing and a miss by Colton Buss. Lions a big scoring opportunity here. Don't want to let it go to waste. And there is a base hit into right center field. It'll score 2 runs, and the Lions will take the 2-1 lead on a 2-run single by Colton Buss. He's been swinging the bat ever since he was put into the starting lineup, and here's the guy that whose bat they were trying to replace, Mitch Van Beek. Ball 1 to Van Beek. There's a small pop-up into shallow left, and the left fielder takes his hat off and makes the catch. So that ends the inning, but the Lions grab 2 and now take a 2-1 lead. We go to the second inning. Lions up by 1.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields and towns. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, Gable Seaperda here, steeplechase national champion and state champion in the 2 mile. I'm here to let you in on one of the secrets to my success.
Hey, Gable.
Hi, Katie. Chiropractic care works hand in hand with my training to make sure I'm performing at my best.
Come on back, Gable.
As former athletes, Dr. Hofer and Dr. Weber have the experience and understanding to know the stresses we athletes face. They are committed to making sure their athletes perform and function at their best. Lyon County Chiropractic is my natural choice in healthcare because of the results I get, so if you are looking for that extra edge, give Lyon County Chiropractic a call.
Ground ball to Van Wyatt short. Throws out the pitcher, Johnson. Here's Barwick. Takes a strike. And that'll be an infield hit as Metzger had no play over there. And that will bring up Kane. And that's ball one to Kane, the center fielder. Jaden had a rough start to the year, but his last few starts have been a lot better. He's been able to find the strike zone a lot better than what he had previously. He still has some walks, but when he doesn't walk a guy, it seems like he's had less 3-2 counts. Seems like that's always been his issue, is getting into these 3-2 counts that always would bump up his pitch count. Now he's at 3-0 here. And now the 3-0. And another check on the runner. Last Friday night, the Lions won 13-2 with 4 runs in the first and 5 runs in the third against George Little Rock. Gable Seaperda pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 unearned runs, no earned runs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, and then Van Wy got the final out on 2 pitches. Here's a bunt. Baker throws out the runner. 2 down now, but both runners advance. And that'll bring up Radke, the shortstop.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2006 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetic traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
First pitch swinging by Brant Bookout, and he flies out to left for the first out. Swing and a miss, 1-2 to Metzger. And there's a ball, 2-2. Here's the 2-2, and that one's popped up, and the first baseman can't get there. Brady Wright will hit next for the Lions. Brady had 2 hits last Friday against George. There's ball 3, full count. Metzger had 1 hit, but he scored a run and also stole a base. And ball 4. Metzger takes a 1-out walk. Ball 1 to Brady. Brant Bookout Friday night 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored, including a double and an RBI. Gable Seaperta had a great night, 3 for 3, a run, a double. It's a long foul ball. And Seaperta had an RBI and 2 stolen bases. Van Wy had a couple of RBIs and a run scored. So it was a good game for the Lions. But Riley Van Wy no longer leads the team in average. He's actually third right now. Here's a ball. Gable Seaperda leads the team in average with .464, a .714 slugging percentage, and a .524 on base percentage. He's been hit by 3 pitches and walked 4 times. There's Brady with a sacrifice. And now 2 down, and that'll bring up Gable. Gable takes ball 1. There's a strike. Gable on the season, as I said, .464 average, .524 on base, scored 16 times, has 10 doubles, 2 triples, 12 RBIs, 4 for 5 on the base paths. Hard to believe somebody threw him out, but sometimes if you don't get a good jump, then not even speed can make up for it. And now it's 2-2. Seaperda trying to drive in the 2-out run if he can. Metzger at second base. And a strikeout. High fastball. Strikes out Seaperda. We go to the 3rd inning. Lions still lead it 2-1.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Strike 1 to Brennan Radke, then he takes the ball. Radke, his first time out, grounded back to Baker. And the 1-1. Up high. Jaden with an ERA of 4.71, 2-2 record. 25 walks have been the Achilles heel in only 19 1/3 innings, but only an opponent batting average of 185. So, you know, when Jaden's in the strike zone, as Coach Docker has said to me multiple times, he's one of the harder kids to hit in the conference. It's just a matter of if he's in the strike zone or not. And that time he's not. And that'll bring up Brandon Winkle, the catcher. Strike one to Winkle. And he got him caught. He's out at second base. Out number one. Second time the Lions have picked off a runner. And now a ball. So now Baker, if he can throw strikes, has a chance to only face 3 men. Popped up and out of play. Baker at 34 pitches, so if he could get out of this inning by chance by having less than 40 pitches, that would be great, or right at 40. And there's strike 3. Hitter just looking at the umpire like, what? But Baker picks up the strikeout on his 35th pitch of the game, 10th pitch of the inning. That'll bring up Baumgars. Baumgars, a fly ball to left. Huseman running in, and he makes the catch in a not 1-2-3 inning, but the Lions make a play in the field to have Baker only face 3 men in the 3rd inning. We go to the bottom. Lions up 2-1.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields and towns. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to be.
Premier Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The key to victory in sports.
Nice opposite field hitting by Jaden Baker on the first pitch of the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gets a leadoff double. There's a ball. Two and 0 to Van Wy. Reached on an error by the pitcher his first time. And there's a base hit into right field. Baker will stay at 3rd base. Runners are at the corners with nobody out for Brendan Huseman. Brendan struck out his first time. Strike one. To Van Wy. Wouldn't be surprised to see Van Wy go here. Riley goes. And not necessarily the best decision. Lions have another runner at second, but out at home. Oh, 1-2 again to Huseman. And there's a ball. It's a great idea by the second baseman. Cut off that ball and about halfway between the pitcher's mound and second base. Swing and a miss. A strikeout again. Huseman not seeing the pitcher at all so far. That'll bring up Buss. He had the 2 RBIs his first time. Designated hitter number 12, Colton Buss. Probably just heard me because I forgot to mute my microphone. Buss takes a strike, which if his first at bat is any indication, he took a strike his first time and then slapped a 2-run single to right. Love to see that again right here. Takes a ball up high this time. One and one. Ground ball to third. He fields the short hop and throws him out. So a running mistake by the Lions may have cost him a run. But they still lead it 2-1 as we go to the 4th inning.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
Van Meeteren leading off here. He takes the ball. He had the RBI double. His first time up into left center field. Scored the only run of the game for the Orbs so far. There's a ball, 2-0. Here's a foul ball, 2-1. Lions have been doing a better job of fielding lately, but they still have 44 errors as a team on the season. Coach Docker has said some of them haven't been costly, but this has been a much better, last week was a much better week for the Lions fielding-wise. Only a couple, 2 or 3 errors on the whole week, which is a major improvement. It's just been an issue for the whole team. It hasn't been just one or two guys. Everybody on the team that has played in the field has an error. So the Lions hoping to fix that going into districts next week. Next week, Tuesday, the 11th. We'll be playing Hartley Melvin Sanborn here at Borman Forrester Fields. That's actually the next game. That's a foul ball. And now full count. Strike 3 called. And Baker picks up another called third strike. That'll bring up Luke Van Beek. One strike to Van Beek on the foul ball. Lions fielding percentage at .878 on the season. No errors so far, so that has gone up since the start of the game. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2. And now 2-2. That was the 12th pitch of the inning for Baker at 48 overall, according to my pitch count. Swing and a foul. Brady didn't hang on. Still 2-2. There's a swing and a foul ball past Gable at third. I've had some solid contact against Jaden, but the only solid contact really that was put into play was the double to left center that scored the only run of the game for the Orbs. Everything else has been foul or right at players for the Lions. That one's popped up and a foul ball again. Baker needs to pull out a strikeout pitch here. 15 pitches here in the inning. There it is, strike 3. Maybe I should have said that earlier. Strike 3, that'll bring up the pitcher, Tyler Johnson. It's a foul ball. Baker gets ahead 0-1. Close, but 1-1. There's strike two. 1-2. There's a ground ball, and that's a fair ball to Ciprta. He fires a strike over to Bookout in a 1-2-3 fourth inning for Jaden Baker. Nicely done. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Lions up by 1, looking for more when we come back.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Here's Mitch Van Beek. He takes a strike. And 1-1. Two and 1. Van Beek coming into this game was hitting .333. Again, only 27 at bats before he had his injury. Had scores 7 runs, 12 RBIs, and there it is! A base hit to center field for Van Beek. That's got to feel good for number 3 down there. That'll bring up Brandt. Now batting first baseman, number 21, Brandt. Book out. Brandt takes ball 1. All of last week, you guys we didn't have a home game, so you couldn't see it, but Van Beek was back running the bases all of last week as a courtesy runner for pitcher and catcher. And now it's 1-1 to Brandt. Book out. Still a little bit warm, but about a perfect night for baseball. Tiny bit of wind, but a pretty still night. Here's a fly ball to right at the right fielder. That'll be out number 1. That brings up Ryan Metzger, the second baseman. Ball 1 to Metzger. Be interested to see if Coach Docker decides to send Mitch on one of these pitches here. There's a ball, 2-0. Now this would be a good count right here to send him, I would think, if you're going to send him. Not sure if the Lions actually want to. I don't know if Mitch is quite up to top speed yet. I can't remember if he stole any bases last week or not. But now that it's 3-0, we might as well see if it's a walk, and then it'll automatically put him at second base. Right. I think if you're Coach Docker, you maybe even tell him to take the pitch here. We'll see. And there's ball 4. Ball 4, and there's runners at first and second for Brady Wright, who may be put into another bunt situation. That's what he did his first time. First baseman coming way in, looking for a bunt. Instead, it's lined into left center field. Van Beek being waved around. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's out. Good tag by the catcher. And I don't think Mitch was expecting a throw at all, and that's going to cost the Lions another run. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Lions could really use that run out at second base in a 2-1 game, even though Baker's been pitching well. It's always good to have insurance, and that might be it. Well, and they're going to hold him at third base. Probably a good decision after last time, especially with Baker coming to the plate.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you...
Lions still lead 2-1 going to the 5th inning.
What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash. No talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
Jaden Baker sets and delivers, and there's a line drive into center field. Van Beek gives it a chase and makes the catch. And it's one down. Baker's really loving these first pitch outs tonight. If we could get a few more of those, I think us up here in the booth would like that too. Thumbs up here from Jeff Cruz. Well, we're starting to get a little bit of a wind. That's good. Swing and a foul. It's a thing too. It keeps your infield on their toes when you're getting first pitch outs and you're throwing strikes. There's a ground ball to third. Nice scoop, almost scoop by Bookout. But it is going to be an error on probably Brandt, I would imagine, as he couldn't quite grab it. That'll bring up Nissen. Baker throws to first, and the out is recorded. That'll bring up Radke, the shortstop. He's only at 9 pitches for the inning. Baker is. I was on mute there. Baker's at 66 on the game, 9 in the inning. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, and the count is full. See if we can get another called third strike. They've had a few of them. See if we can confuse the hitter up there again. Ground balls work. Van Wy at short, throws him out. Great play by Van Wy, and he scooped that up in a hurry, and he had to. It was a close play, got him by a half step. We go to the bottom of the 5th, Lions up by a run.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields and towns. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run.
Two and 0 to Van Wy. Van Wy 1 for 2, and he reached on an error. Swing and a foul. Van Wy may have been swinging for the fences on that one. He says he's always swinging for the fences. That's what he always tells me, but there's some pitches where you can really tell he's swinging for the fences. There's a ball. 3-1. There's a line drive in the left center field. And it will split the gap. It'll be a double or a triple for Van Wy. And he holds on the brakes. Puts on the double. Lions a lead off double. Hopefully they can finally get this runner in. That'll bring up Brendan Huseman. Wondering if that Brendan, think it's a ball. If it didn't hit him. Or are they wondering if he swung? So assuming a swing and a miss then. There's a pop up and it drops. Van Wy is at third. And Huseman does his job. Almost caught. If he would have dove and made that catch, Van Wy would have been a sitting duck. That'll bring up Colton Buss. Ball one. And the infield is in for the Orbs, down 2-1. Only run they scored came in the first inning. Swing and a miss. The infield in. I don't think the Lions will try a squeeze. But wouldn't be a terrible idea in my opinion. Especially with the way the Lions have been running the bases. I mean, maybe that would be a reason not to do it. But If it's executed properly, it would be good to get that run in. Otherwise, he's gonna have to have a hit past the infielders. Most likely. Swing and a miss, a strike. That'll bring up Mitch Van Beek. Mitch 1 for 2. Takes ball one. And there it is. It hit, and the Lions take a 3-1 lead. That brings that book out. Ball 1, 2, book out. Book out 0 for 2 so far. There's the ball. 2-0. Here's the 2-0, and it's a strike. 2-1. And there's a ground ball. To Tyler Johnson. And he throws it away. Throw to the plate. Van Beek is safe at home, and it's 4-1. Lions out another insurance run. So a big time error by the pitcher. And the Lions extend their lead. Ball and a strike to Metzger. There's a foul ball. Well hit. Metzger so far yet to have an official at bat. He walked both times so far. 1-2. Strike 3 called. But the Lions double score and now lead by 3. It's 4-1 as we head to the sixth inning.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
Brings up Brandon Winkle, the catcher. For the Orbs. Ball one. Foul ball. Quick moving game so far tonight. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx that. Strike two. Especially since everybody's dying to get out of here and get ready for the 4th of July tomorrow. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Brings up Nick Baumgart, the second baseman. First pitch of the at bat, and it's ball one. Baumgart's 0 for 1, I believe. Walked in the first. Flew out to left in his second at bat. Called strike. And a ball. 2-1. 2-1 is lifted in the air to right. Long run for Hymanson, and he won't get there. 2-2. Baker will throw his ninth pitch. Here to Baumgars. If Baker could complete all 7 innings, this will be his first game of the year. Strike three called. Back-to-back Ks to start the sixth inning. Popped up and out of play. Foul ball for strike one. Two down here in the 6th. Baker so far. Cruising. 2 hits only allowed. 1 earned run. 3 walks. And 6 strikeouts, trying to make it number 7 right here to end the 6th. And there's a ball. Good 0-2 pitch right there. Baker trying to strike out the side. And he does. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Strikes out the side in order. For the Lions, it'll be 9-1-2 as we go to the 6th. Back after this.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Brady will lead off here in the inning. He's 1 for 1 with a single, and he had a sacrifice. Takes ball one. Swing and a miss. Riley is getting loose in the bullpen over here. Just in case. I think maybe Jaden will be taken out if maybe two runners get on, or maybe he'll only take one. We'll see. Maybe he'll only bring Riley in if a run scores. We'll see what happens here. 2-2 now. The count on Brady. The Lions add a few more, then Riley might not be needed at all. There's the ball, and it's full count. Here's a pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul. There's ball four. Brady will be run for at first base, more than likely by Carter Kroll. And Carter will run. Gable's hit by a pitch. Runners at first and second. That'll bring up Van Wy. And time is called. We may see a pitching change. Actually, that brings up Baker.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
What's Kasasa? It's like never getting surprised by an ATM fee. Bank local and we'll refund your ATM fees nationwide. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
First pitch is fouled off. See what happens here. Baker swings and misses. Thought maybe after one strike would maybe say bunt, but he doesn't. Now Baker's got a battle. Is he hit by a pitch? And he is. And I was pretty sure I heard something. And I was pretty sure it wasn't the ground. And that'll bring up Van Wy. And Wy takes a strike. Who's that? And there's a ground ball. They will get one, and that is it. Throw back to third, and he's a sitting duck. So a run scores on an RBI by Van Wy. Lions take a 5-1 lead. Super out at second. It's a double play, but the Lions do get a run. There's a ground ball out. Retired. Lions grab another run as we head to the seventh inning. Hoping to shut out the Orbs and get the win when we come back.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields and towns. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to die.
Premier Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Here's Luke Van Beek, 0 for 2. First pitch pop up. Almost a diving catch. Just past the camera there. There's a pop-up this time. Playable and Metzger charges in to put it away for out number one. And there's a ball. There's one and one. There's a ball, and it's 2 and 1. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. Barwick, the right fielder on deck. Lions hoping to finish this one here quickly. Could be rain. And strike 3. Strikeout. Another one for Baker. And I have to say, if Baker gets this final out, there's a swing and a foul. This is going to be the best start of his high school career right here. He has been phenomenal here tonight. Swing and a miss, and the Orbs are down to their final strike. Baker has been masterful on the mound here tonight. Here it is, the 0-2. Strike 3 call, and the Lions win on senior night. What a game put together by the Lions here tonight. Offense had some timely hits. And Jaden Baker pitched the best game of his career tonight. I don't think that's a hot take. So we're gonna come back. And when we come back, we will have a little bit of a post-game wrap-up back after this.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields and towns. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons into years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to die.
Premier Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Bournemouth Fields here in Rock Rapids. Tonight's game, statistically speaking, offensive was really good. Had four players with multiple hits. Gable Seaperda was 2 for 3. The run scored. Riley Van Wy 2 for 4 with a double. An RBI and a pair of runs scored. Colton Buss 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs in the first inning. And Brady White was 1 for 1. And Carter Kroll scored a run for him. And pitching wise for the Lions, Jaden Baker pitched amazing. 7 innings, only 2 hits allowed. 58 of his 91 pitches were strikes. Again, only 2 hits. 1 earned run in the first inning. Only 3 walks. And had 9 strikeouts. I bet half of them were called strikes. There were a lot of called strikes tonight. And the opponent's batting average, if you want to know, only 100 tonight. So that was very good outing here by Jaden. And that is going to do it. Schubert saying so long.